Oh yeah, Ada. Is she okay? Is she still in there?
Thank you.
I guess she's gone. Well, I got the plugs. Oh, give me it. Oh, wait. Pawn plug. Okay. Oh, I don't even have a horse plug, do I? Oh, yeah, I do. Oh, it was in this thing. I didn't have it. It was already in here. These puzzles are making my ears itchy. Sambolo, thanks. And weird smelling amiibo. Is it Mario flavored? Thanks. Rokiske. Thanks very much, muchachos. So it says 6 plug, right? And we got 6 plug holes, right? We know where 2 of them go. So now, all we gotta do is figure out where the other 2 go. But there's a document. I have a document that tells me where they go. Where's the thing about plugs? Oh, it's on the board. It's on the board. The rook and the knight are on the same wall. And the bishop, what did it say?
Cut that bitch off.
On the
Next
wall.
caller.
Been following you since MK9's first Evo. Love this stream. Excited at all for MK11?
Yeah,
Also
of course,
get a better
man.
webcam kappa.
This is my lucky webcam. And yeah, of course I'm excited. Anyway, thanks, man. It's nice of you. What did it say about the rook and the bishop? Let me reread that. Rook and the knight. The queen and the rook are opposite each other. And the rook and the knight are on the same wall. Okay, so if that's the case, right? The pictures are so small. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Oh! That must mean the queen goes there. The queen has to go there then. But I may have these guys backwards.
Come on.
Oh, I forgot how I had them a second ago. I feel like I'm getting pretty warm. Let me reread this. The rook and the knight. Okay, hold on. The rook and the knight are on the same wall. The bishop and the queen aren't next to each other. The queen and the rook are opposite each other. Okay. The queen and the rook are opposite each other. Is this the rook? This is the bishop! Dummy? Give me that. These pictures are so small. Okay. So I think we got the queen and the rook. And what else did it say? The queen and the rook are opposite each other. We know that. The bishop and the queen are next to each other. Well, everyone knows that the bishop goes here then. Unless the queen goes over there. Maybe these guys are switched up. I got this. Just a sec. Okay. I don't like that he says pretty sure. I wish he was more sure. The rook and the knight are on the same wall.
Thank you.
Hey, Qdo, thanks. And John Senape. Thanks, everybody. Look, I know what I'm doing, alright? You guys just keep yourselves entertained. The rook and the knight are on the same wall. Give me this fucking thing. Okay, I don't want that.
Thank you.
This is the king. The rook and the knight are on the same wall. Leave the king in there. The rook and the knight are on the same wall.
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
The rook and the knight are on the same wall, eh?
Thank
Doesn't that
you.
mean this has to be,
Cut that bitch off. Next caller.
Here, place your bets, boys. $100 on 10 minutes.
Hey man,
Thank
thanks.
you.
I'd like it if you... Wow, Hook Fist, thanks, dude. Jesus Christ. Thanks. I'm trying to concentrate. Thanks, Hook Fist. And Cynical Razor, McKirby, Lord Gambler, and Sometimes Maybe. Okay, I got this under control. Let me just focus, okay? Okay. Thanks, Hook Fist. Very nice of you, man. Hope you're enjoying the game, too. Rook and the knight are on the same wall. You hear me? That's the knight. Rook goes here. End of story. Queen... Hold on. Bishop and the queen aren't next to each other.
Thank you.
I say... Bishop goes here. It was already there. Bishop goes here. That's the king. What was the last step? The queen and rook were opposite each other. What? Man, I had this all wrong. Alright, let me read this again. Okay, the rook and the knight are on the same wall. Everyone knows that. Oh wait, the last step is important. The rook and the knight are on the same wall, but the queen and the rook are are opposite each other. Okay. Let me read that again. Rook and the knight, same wall. Queen and the rook, opposite each other. Okay. So the rook's gotta be on one of these. But it also has to be opposite the queen. Let me read that again. What about the second number? I mean the second thing. Step. Bishop and the queen aren't next to each other.
I love bits.
Hold on a second here. Hey, Park RR, thanks for the bits. And Kizek, and sometimes maybe. Thanks, everybody. It's very nice of you. Let me read this again. The rook and the knight are on the same wall. The bishop and the queen aren't next to each other. That part I don't like. The queen and the rook are opposite each other too. Whoever wrote this note's a moron. I got this, guys. Don't sweat it.
Next call.
If I don't get distracted.
I know your puzzle strats are trash. I still think you're sexy, big guy.
Hey, alright, man. You didn't have to say all that dumb shit. You know, you could have just said nothing. But it's all good. Thanks. See, I don't even remember. I gotta start over. I gotta read the guy. I got distracted. I gotta read the thing. Okay, so the rook and the knight. They're on the same wall. That guy started me from scratch. Thanks a lot. And thanks. Duke Jenkum. Rook and the knight on the same wall. Okay. This is the knight. This is the rook. This is the king. The queen and the rook are opposite each other. For the queen and the rook to be opposite each other, this is the rook, the queen has to go here. So maybe we gotta switch the king and the rook. Wait a minute. What else did it say about the rook? Queen and the rook are opposite each other. Bishop and queen aren't next to each other. Knight and the rook are on the same wall.
Thank you.
That was so easy. You know, if you guys would stop being so generous, and if you would stop liking my stream so much, and let me concentrate without getting distracted, maybe things would go a little smoother around here. You ever think about that before you were so generous, and before you liked me as much as you do?
Thank you.
Look, thanks. Either way, I appreciate it. It's all good. No need to apologize. AGI to you, that boy Dakota, Curb Cut, John Nog,
Donation a day keeps the memory away. ATP RTSD.
Booger Supreme, and Ryson. Thanks, guys. Alright. Let's see here. What did that do?
Cut that bitch off.
Open the door.
Next caller.